Hi, and welcome to a brand new video of the Target Individual Program, Target Individual Experience. So, I've just been here in the house and, you know, again on the heavy remote no monitoring. As I'm walking in the hallway, my son's bag is on the floor, it's black and gray. And then as I looked at it, I heard the police sirens. So talk about how they will use the color black at times. The certain colors that they use, the color black, red, um, uh, purple, right? Brown, green. Green signifies money. Red, anger, frustration. Purple, royalty, right? Um, and black. I've discussed that previously, where um, with my oldest son, right? And what I was going through with his mother when he was younger, them trying to make me believe that he's not my son, and such, right? All those other things, right? So again, how they brainwash you, how they use coercive persuasion, how they use dark NLP, neurolinguistic programming to create anchors and triggers, to create associations of particular things, right? Whether it be someone you know or someone you don't know, whether it be some imaginary character that they have placed inside of your head, right? Using silent sound and various other tactics, and again, trying to get you to, in order to control you, right? In order to pull your strings, psychologically and emotionally manipulate you, right? And to make you believe certain things in order to get you to act in a negative manner, right? While they're trying to make you believe that you're going to be rewarded, like financially rewarded, right? Or rewarded in some other way, okay? So again, it's all just to manipulate your mind and to trick you. Why? Because they've microchipped you, because you are placed into a non-consensual human experimentation program. And in order for them to get away with it, and also to not be held accountable, they need to manipulate you in order to set you up so they can try to use some leverage against you to keep you from coming forward, or if it's found out what is that they're doing, that they won't be held accountable, or if they're held accountable, then they're going to throw you under the bus, right? And like I said, I'm not concerned about that, because like I said, they have a lot more to lose than I have, and I have a lot to lose, but they have much more to lose than I have. All right. So again, as a TI, understand this, understand your rights, use certain languages like what I've learned. Okay, and this is what's important in doing research and using certain legal wording, right? So when I talk about this stuff, you're not going to hear me talk about spiritual warfare and all this other stuff, and fighting demons, whatever. No, I use words like evil people. I use words like the U.S. government, its security and law enforcement agency, the CIA, state and local police department, the FBI, Department of Defense. These are the terms that you need to use. Also, what's being done to you, right? Brainwashing, highly unethical and illegal, right? Gross uh, violation of your privacy, okay? Gross theft of your intellectual property, which is your mind, okay? Conspiracy against your rights, all right? The use of honey traps to entrap, to manipulate, and to frame you, okay? And the use of technology, unseen technology, silent sound spectrum, in order to manipulate your mind and the people around you, okay? Then false, using false witnesses, right, in order to try to falsely imprison you, using understandable words, using legal term words, right? So again, whenever I'm being remote no monitoring, I will describe it as the rape of my mind, right? And so what they've been trying to do since I did that previous video about that is try to use Pam to try to manipulate me, and then try to get her to say that how I sexually assaulted her and all this shit, right? This is what they've been doing, and again, she is going to play along with it because they're going to give her what she wants, right? But again, that the only how they're giving her what she wants is because I'm still fighting them, right? I'm still fighting them. Let me move out of state. Let me move out of the country, or let they falsely imprison me. Okay, and you see what they've given her is taken away from her because they're only doing it because again they're trying to hurt me. Okay, this is why, and I try to warn her about this stuff, but you know, she's an adult. Talked to her many times about this. You know, nothing else I can do or I can say. All right, so then how they maneuver and how they move. So I talk about how they, particularly my daughter's school, right, that they don't give her any math, and this is what Pam have done. What she has done is that she have thrown our daughter under the bus by having her diagnosed as having, um, you know, what's the word they try to insinuate. I was watching a video and the person was saying something on the video, autistic, right? Right, autistic. Now my daughter is not autistic. Okay, my daughter, what happened with my daughter because since COVID hit and me and Pam wasn't together, she had a babysitter for 2 whole years. That babysitter never once helped my daughter with homework or my son with homework. Okay, so for 2 years, my daughter and my son, right, could not, they did not have any sort of study habits instilled within them or doing homework. And so when I was to come on the weekend, I would have them do homework. But that's only 2 weekends out of the month, right? So even when I'm here, it's difficult for me to even get them to study because I'll tell them go study and go read. And what they'll do, they go use the bathroom, they'll go to sleep or what have you, right? And I can't be too harsh on them because it is not their fault that they have become this way. All right. And I'm, like I said, I can say, okay, I share the blame, but no, I'm not going to say that because it was decisions made by their mother that have them in the position that they are in right now. It is decisions made by their mother that they miss almost 2 months of schooling during the regular school year. And what they're doing, again, because again, she's bought into the cult, they gave her a job, they gave her a position, so she's making good money. She's not going to give that up. Okay? Very few people, okay, will turn down money because, again, this is what they dangle in front of you. They've dangled in front of me many times in order to be quiet because, again, they want to control you. They'll put you on an upward trajectory, but you must be a gatekeeper. And I just can't do that because, I know that when I look at my people as a whole, black people, the vast majority of us are in a negative state of being. Financially, health-wise, educationally, right? Mentally. So I cannot be a person, a black person, right, who is on an upward trajectory and ignore my people. I can't do that. And this is why they continue to attack me because you see, when you reach a certain level of consciousness, when you start to understand the true history of who you are as a black person, of black people, of what our ancestors gave to the world, and what the Caucasians and the Arabs have stolen from us and continue to profit off of it, off of those things, they know that they cannot fool you. They know that they can no longer manipulate you in ways that they have in the past. But that doesn't mean that they can't manipulate you. Like I said, even though a lot of us, not a lot of us, but Some of us are conscious. We have no idea about the technology that they've been developing and have developed over the past 70 years, particularly technology that deals with the control and the manipulation of the human mind. Okay? So, talk to you guys in the next video.